What is up, guys? It is Soul Kiss Tarot back with another pick a card video. Before we get started, I just wanted to remind you guys that I'm offering free 3-card tarot readings, and you can find the link that will lead you to my website down below in the description box. I'm super excited to connect to anyone who's interested and get back to you with some clarity and truth on your situation. So again, please feel free to do so. And let's go ahead and get started. So we have 4 decks right now, and the question that you should be thinking about while looking at these decks and seeing which one you're drawn to is what is coming towards you in the next 30 days. This is a timeless pick a card reading, and we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. If you need time to pause the video and contemplate on which pile you're being drawn to, please feel free to do so, and then we will go ahead and get started. All right, hello pile number 1. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Let's see what we have here in this mini tarot deck. Ooh, everything's slipping around. So we have the Moon card. Right off the bat, what this tells me is that you guys are going to be doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of subconscious cleansing for your soul in the next 30 days. A lot is going to be coming out to light. A lot of secrets about yourself that you may not have noticed, or maybe your consciousness wasn't ready yet to come to light and bring your awareness to, but now you're starting to, your vibration is raising enough where you are finally able to confront this shadow aspect of yourself that is a fundamental part in your healing and your ascension. Whoa. Ooh, wrong side. What is that? 7 of Swords? 8 of Swords, I think. 5, 6. Yeah. This card is all about mental entrapment. So there has been something blocking you guys, and much of it is the shadow work being spoken to through your ego, and it has been delaying a lot of progress and delaying or perhaps blinding you from a lot of the light that you are meant to be tapping into right now in this now moment. And I'm hearing that you're reaching a block right now in your ascension process. You guys have been going through a lot of effort trying to raise your vibration, trying to connect with spirit guides, trying to manifest whatever it is, and right now you've been feeling blocked from being able to do so in your highest capability, and it is because of subconscious blockages that have not made their way into your awareness now. So what's going to be happening in the next 30 days is a lot of downloads and also a lot of triggers and a lot of challenges. But Spirit is speaking now through these cards to remind you that this is all part of the process in your ascension, and to trust it and to ride out the wave, knowing that this is part of what it takes to become more and more awakened to your inner capabilities. We have the Ace of Cups. This card is all about newfound emotions. And what I'm seeing now with this imagery is that your cup that has been dry for such a long time, filled with these, I'm hearing inner child hurts, that this cup is now going to be filled, and the only way that it can be filled is with your awareness. You are the only person who can really show true love to yourself, ever. And now is that key fundamental time where whatever it is that you're looking for, a new job, a fulfilling career, a fulfilling relationship, whatever it is, it needs to have your love and nourishment in the situation, in whatever lack that you're feeling, so that abundance can flow. You need to unconditionally accept yourself where you are now, so that you are not fighting your current reality. Sometimes we use what we're trying to manifest as an escape from our current reality, but that is the very opposite of what Spirit intends for us to do. We are meant to love ourselves no matter where we are on the journey. Let's see what else we have here. The Hierophant in reverse. What I'm hearing about this one in particular is that this card is all about the foundations of your mind falling apart, in terms of religious structures, in terms of programming that we've experienced in our past. inner beliefs about yourself that have limited you for so long. And there are these cold, structured, concrete blocks within ourselves. And your next step in this journey that you are on right now, these next 30 days are all going to be about constantly checking in to see, is this a subconscious block? Is this a programming I've experienced? Is this something I've been told to believe in about myself or about others? And do I really believe in this? This is a time of extreme self-reflection. Notice how these are all singular things. We have one moon, one person, one cup, one hand, one dove, one hierophant. This is an inner process that you're going to be going through, and it's going to be happening through external triggers. So I'm hearing that every single time you find yourself dipping back into fear or limitations or anger or anxiety, that this is a sign for you to check in back with yourself and understand, how is this playing in your movie? What blockages are trying to come out and make themselves known to you right now so that you can clear them out in your ascension process. This is a very solo journey that is very necessary in order for you to move into the next cycle that you are of obtaining whatever it is that you're trying to obtain. Whatever it is that I'm hearing, whatever it is that brought you here, whatever it is that brought you here is the goal that you had in mind that you want to achieve. But all these blockages need to come up first in order to bubble up into the surface so that you can diminish them with your awareness. But it can only happen through holding space for it and allowing it to be there and not rushing the process. Do not rush the process. We have guilt, number 8. This could be something that has been tormenting you guys for a very long time, I'm hearing, and really making you feel a prisoner to yourself, a prisoner to your mind. I'm hearing that you guys could have been the Hierophant for yourselves for very much of your life, restricting yourself, setting up rules for yourself, being strict towards yourself, not letting yourself flow and not letting yourself tap into much of an inner child goofiness, at least within the past couple of years, because of the conditioning. You've conditioned yourself to the point now where your inner child doesn't feel so free to explore itself. And that's what we have here up at top. All these flowers, this sunset, all these colors coming in. This is your higher self waiting to be accessed by you, but you have to go through these limiting perspectives and this mindset that you have spent years building layers of, and you have to drill through that with the awareness that you have collected. I'm hearing that you are at a point now in your spirituality where you are at a crossroads. I just saw 333 on the timer. You're at a crossroads. And what that means is that you have developed your spirituality enough to connect with this inner knowing, okay, that there's something more, that you are more, that you have more awareness than others, that you are more aware than you have been before. And now you're at a crossroads where you're going to be challenged with that which has been blocking you from this higher self for so many years. The same patterns, same lessons coming up. And then the other side, which is going to be much more difficult, of choosing this trust in knowing that there's more, this trust in the higher self and acting out. But you have to go through the icky, gooky stuff that we don't really want to confront about ourselves in order to get to this deeper, higher vibration and to stay there. Friendliness. Number 2, you need to learn how to befriend your past, befriend these beliefs, befriend your limiting beliefs. And to befriend them is really to know them. To know them. Where are you? Where do you come from? Why are you in my life? Asking these important, non-judgmental questions. And this is a key part of truly integrating yourselves, because your soul is not just this yellow tree, right? Your soul is you. And it is the entirety of who you are. It is the light and the dark. And it is the integration of both of those things and accepting both of those things and allowing them to be there. And this is, you might feel like part of the spiritual journey is simply ascension and simply being in tune and in high vibration and in alignment and manifesting and abundance, and all these things are true. That's this side, right? But in order to have this, you need to have that contrast. You need to have the dark, the ugly, the past, the limiting beliefs, and you need to befriend those in order to truly know yourself as a whole. And it is in knowing yourself and seeing the part as a whole where you are able to manifest and become the person that you want to be. This is a very beautiful message. We have courage. Courage is all about trusting. And what I'm hearing now is that you have put in enough energy into building a relationship with your soul where the test of trust truly comes in. How much do you trust your soul? How much do you trust that there is something more out there for you than just what you've been programmed to believe all these years? Learning to understand that out of these limiting beliefs that you've held on for so long is coming and growing out a resilient, beautiful flower. And this flower is your wisdom blooming into fruition and actualizing into the real world. This is the part of spirituality that is the most important, if you ask me, because we have a stage for learning where we study and we study and we understand that there's something more, and we're reading all these beautiful teachers and their experiences. And then there's a pivotal point where we're being asked to transform that into action and bring it down back into the third dimension and convert it into our bodies, where our bodies will physically shift and we will change and be in higher vibration with our bodies, with our souls. And that is exactly this time in the next 30 days that you guys are going to be experiencing. It's going to be challenging for sure, but you guys are prepared for it. You have been studying for quite some time now, I'm hearing, and I'm hearing that you also knew that this was going to happen. You were preparing for this, whether you are conscious of it or not. Your soul has been preparing for it. So just understand that now in the next 30 days, a lot of challenges, a lot of triggers, a lot of things are going to be coming up from the past, bubbling up into the surface, and it's going to feel real. It's going to feel like you're reliving all of it. It's going to feel like you're bounded by it all over again. And it's going to even feel like all the work that you've been making spiritually is amounting to nothing. That what was all this for? But this is what is designed for you right now. It is your biggest test. It is the Olympics that you've been training for this whole entire time to really test out. Are you ready to walk the walk? Are you ready to fully integrate this self that you are trying to become in order to obtain a bigger life that you always knew that you had the potential for? So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number one. That was a beautiful reading. It's beautiful energy. Like I said, if you feel free to claim your free 3-card reading, then please click the link in my bio in the description box. It'll take you to my website and you can book through there. And I hope to read for you and give you some clarity on any situation. So I'll come back with another video soon, and I hope this resonated. Please give me comments down below. I love getting feedback, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I love you guys. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 2, then this reading is for you. Let's see what we have here. First, we'll get into the mini tarot deck. Let's see what we have. Death card. You guys are also going through a very intense transformation. Ready, whether you're ready or not, but the universe is ready to strip down a lot of ego work that your subconscious has spent years building up, going through a very important and probably uncomfortable shift for you guys. This is all about healing. Whatever is going to happen in the next 30 days is something that is going to knock down all of your cups, meaning that it's going to create a lot of emotional reaction. And all of it, from what I'm getting, is going to be relationship related. This can be something super uncomfortable, like it brings about ego. Oh, I just saw 111 on the timer. Awesome. I'm hearing that this is a lot to do with defenses, with walls that you have built up around your heart space, and has limited you from truly living compassionately, vulnerably, and empathetically enough to forgive yourself and others. And a lot of what's going to be happening in the next 30 days are going to be challenges, breaking points, and breakthroughs, and a lot of discomfort. And it's going to bring up a lot from the past, especially, and perhaps a lot of past romantic relationships that can even be tied with parental relationships, is what I'm seeing. The Emperor. This could be about someone, specifically in Aries, someone who is in Aries, has Aries in their chart, maybe just harnesses a lot of Aries energy, a lot of strong, aggressive, fiery, masculine energy. I'm in Aries also, so maybe it's me. Who knows? But we have this Aries energy. So what this is telling me is that this could be a father figure. It could be relationships that their patterns come from a subconscious relationship with a father figure. And particularly, I'm really feeling like it's a lot of romantic relationships that have ties to parental relationships in a very subconscious way. And this death, it could be maybe the loss of a relationship, or even just the transformation of a relationship. And transformation, what death really is just transformation, right? Because in death there is birth, in endings there are beginnings. And so there's a new cycle starting, and this new cycle needs to start with the death of some ego work that has been implanted in you for quite some time in order to open up new space. Let's see what we have here. Ace of Pentacles. Right, you guys are about to get an offer in the next 30 days. An offer of something new, a new commitment, new stability, new promises, what I'm hearing. And this can be from this Aries person in your life, from this strong masculine role. But a lot of it, I'm hearing like you have to believe that this newness, that this beginning can come up. I feel like you guys might feel like once something has ended, and many of us are prone to do this, but that with an ending, that there's just an ending, that there's just a death. We hyperfixate on death, thinking that that's it, that is all there is to it, and that's all that we should really focus on. But no, Spirit is telling me that this card has come up for you to show you that there is also new beginnings coming out of this. This reading might not have been exactly what you wanted to hear. For some of you, maybe because you're worried of what this death card entails and what it means, because it seems vague, which we can clarify on in a second. But this is all the affirmation that you, and validation that you need, is that the universe is here for you. The universe is going to offer something bigger than what you're picturing for yourself right now. I just came to notice this little gate of this little mountain view, and I pictured you guys as this little gate, like that this offer is so grand and huge, and it just seems completely unexpected, and like that you weren't capable of receiving something like this. And the universe, what I'm hearing is that this is happening to show you how miraculous the universe is once you trust it, and how much you can you deserve to obtain, how much you are worthy of, that goes beyond what you initially expected for yourself. And then we have Five of Swords in reverse. And what this Five of Swords energy is in reverse is telling me that you're kind of coming into a place where this ending is actually going to be the end of a lot of conflict in a certain relationship for you. That there are some ego things that are going to have to be plowed out of the way internally. That's going to be a lot of inner work, but you guys are ready for that and you guys are aware of that. But more of what's going to be coming in is an end to conflict, an end to some hardship that you've been experiencing, maybe in a relationship, a specific relationship, or just general relationships, that is allowing you to really self-reflect, go on an inner journey, and also committing to your own personal growth. This energy is a lot of like that, not that you're like exhausted from it, but like you're just kind of, your awareness, your awakening state has been so high that the energy is no longer a match for whoever it is, maybe that you've been having little petty fights, right? It's like nothing big, but it's just like constant like bickering or disagreements or arguments, whatever it is. And it's like your consciousness is just no longer at that level where it's able to entertain that anymore. So this death that's coming in is the shedding off of a lot of negative built-up that has been going on for quite some time. And you might be tested a lot in these next 30 days with those, but understand that it's coming up because your energy is just has to like do the last battle, is what I'm hearing, like knocking it out for good in whatever relationship this is. It could be like with a coworker, it could be with your boss, it could be with a loved one, it could be with a parent, whoever it is. But there's this standing up, this standing up that you guys need to take on, of finding this healthy balance of holding your ground, holding boundaries. I just saw 222 on the timer, but respecting yourself and the other person at the same time. And that is a very fine line to jump, especially when we're in the beginning of our spirituality and still trying to find our grounding and finding the ropes on how this operates. But you guys, that's what you guys are going to be perfecting and mastering in these next 30 days. We have here at the bottom of the deck, the Lovers in reverse, which is telling me that yes, in some relationship, there is a disharmony that has been going on for quite some time. And it could be, well, there was a soul contract for sure, where you guys had to, you agreed to be this challenge for each other. But now that soul contract might be, how can I say, it's meeting up its end of the contract. To translate that, your lessons are coming in right now, and these lessons are finally coming out into fruition. And these lessons are all about, how are you going to hold your own ground? How are you respecting your own space and respecting your own soul in the midst of conflict, in the midst of someone else who you may disagree with? This is a very important lesson for you guys, is what I'm hearing. And also at the bottom of the deck, we have, what is this? 5 of coins in reverse. This is telling me again that you guys are coming out of this mentality that has been maybe focused on a victimhood mentality, holding on to the past a lot, this impoverished mindset around relationships is being shutted off with this sense of adversity that you might have been feeling for quite some time now, in whatever relationship that this reading is about. Now we have Spiritual Warrior. And what this is telling me is that this is all about the inner quest and inner journey. You guys might have to go on your own inner quest during these 30 days to really go in. Sometimes I'm hearing like that there could be so many distractions externally that it can pull you out of that connection with yourself that's trying to connect again to your higher self. So you guys, in those moments where you are extremely challenged, what I'm hearing is to retreat and find your own place of refuge in your own time, whether it's drawing your own bath, maybe you go camping for a weekend, whatever it is. But whatever it is, it has to be done alone. It has to be done alone. Whoever this person is, make sure that you're not in the same room, or better, the same house as them when you're doing this work, because what I'm hearing is that they, particularly right now in this phase, are really dragging down your vibration and disconnecting you from your guidance. Torment. This is a lot of ego work that has been waiting for a long time to come out. I'm hearing that this person can, like, really knows how to get under your skin, and maybe might be the most challenging person that you deal with, at least currently. And they really challenge you. I just saw 555 on the timer. This is crazy. This happens all the time, and I really don't plan it out. So you guys could be seeing a lot of synchronicities, a lot of these numbers, but I'm hearing that they make you feel tied to the worst version of yourself, and you see, like, and seek out this spirituality and this connection with your higher self. But once you interact with them, it's like they snap you right back to this lower vibration where you have been, and tie you right back down to the place that you don't want to be. So do what you need to do to set boundaries on a physical level, on an internal level, but also this is part of your challenge of learning how to hold space, of hold a new inner space and be anchored in yourself, to not be pushed around by other people's energy. Sometimes people's energy, and depending on our contracts with them, they're so influential on us that they really affect us. And part of our challenge is learning how to hold that radiant ball of light that we call our life force energy, and have that present and shining and radiant in front of that person. So most of the time, that is what the challenge is. That is what the ultimate test is. To a fire will. This is all about conquering and mastering your mind. Your mind. Your ego speaks to you through your mind and your thoughts of irritation. And this challenge now is all about learning how to master your mind and conquer it in order to be in complete alignment with source. We have fear, and with this card, it's the same as the 5 of Swords that we got on the regular tarot deck. And this is all about relationship issues, mental agitation, and fear of abandonment. So if you feel like maybe some resistance to doing this, to doing what the universe is asking you to take time alone, to reflect, to do inner work, to heal yourself right now, to heal what's coming up and what needs your attention right now in this now moment with your relationship issues, whatever it is, then this card is coming up to say that this is what you have signed up for. This is what needs to happen. This is what has been planned for you long ago, and what is the very one key that you need to unlock the next stage in your life, to unlock the next step, to unlock your the next step in becoming who you are. Okay, this is a very critical time right now that you need. And if you are feeling fear in this now moment with hearing this message, or whenever you feel fear, maybe that fear of abandonment is huge, especially when it comes to past trauma, and especially with relationships. And sometimes we'll put up with things that we know we don't necessarily deserve, or we know that we shouldn't put up with, out of fear of abandonment, out of fear that that person would leave us and we'd be alone, and that's worse than what we're going through right now. And this is why being alone to reflect on this and to do this inner work is so important, because you need to connect with this part that knows exactly who you are, your worth, and finds this deeper happiness and deeper contentment in yourself. And you know your own value through that process, and only you can do that. So going on this journey, though you might be afraid, it is exactly what the doctor ordered. I'm hearing it is the medicine. It is your medicine right now. And it is bitter medicine for some of us. And it is definitely not what we would prefer, what we want. But those are often the things that we need the most. The universe is being like a parent to you, kind of like taking away that which you don't need, that you think you do need right now. And you need to trust. Mother of Fire. This is so beautiful. Mother of Fire is all about trusting oneself and finding the courage and strength in your inner authority. You are growing into a genuine maturity in yourself right now. And it's not going to happen overnight. This is going to be a process, right? And these 30 days is when the shift is really going to start right now. And to do so in this process, we have to go through many valleys and go through many valleys and as well go through many peaks. So this is something that I'm hearing you have to ride the wave. You have to let what happens happen and let things come as they are with no judgment towards what it means or what it necessarily will mean for your future. And all of these challenges will come as a reminder of the inherent strength that you have to help you get ready to use it in your rightful place in proclaiming your life and claiming what is meant for you. And this is also going to help prepare you to come into a place of really stepping into a position of authority over your own life. Maybe out of this fear out of fear of conflict and out of fear of abandonment in relationships, this can make us submissive sometimes. Maybe passive's the better word. Make us passive, and you could be attracting someone who is very controlling in terms of like, okay, this is what we're going to do, and maybe not even conscious of it, but their energy is so strong that maybe you feel like your inner strength or your decision making has been wilted from it. And that is why this is all happening now, for you to step into that inner fire of yours and access that strength and operate from there. And like I said, this is an internal process. So there's a lot coming up for you guys that is all about an inner journey, all about awakening to yourself again. And I'm super excited for it. So let me know if this resonated in the comments below. Please, I love hearing feedback. It helps so much. If you guys want a personal reading, I offer free 3-card readings, and you can click the link in my description box down below for those. And what else? I love you guys, and I'll post another video very soon. And I wish you guys the best in your journey. Let me know how your journey goes. Bye guys, I love you. All right, hello guys. If you guys chose pile number 3, then this is for you. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to toss aside these soul lesson cards real quick, and we're going to get into the mini tarot deck, and let's see what cards are coming up for you. So right away, we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, which is telling me that you guys have been working long and hard over something, maybe not seeing the results that you have been wanting to see, and maybe that's what brings you here. And also the 4 of Cups in reverse. A lot of reversals for you guys so far. So 4 of Cups in upright is usually all about reaching mental stability through contemplating on relationships, on emotions. But in reverse, let's see what this is trying to tell you. Why is the 4 of Cups in reverse? Why is the 4 of Cups in reverse? Okay, we have the Chariot. Okay, so you guys are healing. Yeah, you guys are healing right now from a past relationship. Something that has really given you a broken heart. It really, really took a toll on your energy. And has, I'm hearing like, made you feel weaker for a very long time. And with the Strength card in reverse, like making you a lot less happier, like a lot more out of tune with yourself, and maybe you feel estranged to yourself, and that's maybe that could have been what awakened you to your spiritual process. That's what awakened me, after all. is the heartbreak, and that loss of yourself you awaken to, and it shifted something deeper, and now you're going like full speed ahead into emotional healing, and completely like ready to dive deep into shadow work and looking within. So what I'm hearing for you guys, because I feel like that this journey has been a long time coming, and you have been waiting for such a long time to see results in this realm of your life. And now with this Chariot card coming up, with the Three of Swords in reverse, with the Strength card in reverse, it's telling me that you guys that in the next 30 days, you're moving into a new phase of your journey where you are completely going to be rekindled back with yourself. I'm hearing that the most important relationship to you right now is the relationship with yourself. And through that, you're going to be cleansing out, cutting a lot of cords, doing a lot of cord cutting ceremonies, cutting off a lot of people that you have awakened to maybe in these past 30 days, understanding that they don't serve a better part of you, that maybe they only add more to this. All right, so I recorded this and then the video stopped, but we have Page of Cups, which is telling me that you are becoming this person for yourself now. You are offering yourself a new perspective, a new relationship with yourself, with learning how to holistically hold space for yourself in all perspectives, in all walks of life, in all struggles and all joys that you have been experiencing. And this person now it's a page, which means that you're still at the novice beginner stage of it. You're still learning how to hold your ground, how to walk without wobbling, like walking with strength and with certainty. And this is going to be, I'm hearing that the next 30 days is going to be you learning how to hold this, how to walk this way, how to become this person. And so this is going to be a very important period for you to be constantly checking in with yourself, constantly. In order to build this relationship with yourself, you have to consistently check in with yourself on a daily basis of saying, how do I feel about this? Asking yourself questions that you might not have before. Maybe no one has asked you before. How do I feel about this? How is this sitting with me right now? How does my energy react when I heard this, or when I interact with this person, or when I thought about this possibility? This is going to be a super important time for you guys. And yeah, pulling out Page of Swords, you guys have been recovering from someone who is long gone now, who has caused deep pain within you, and it hurt so much that it like snapped your soul into awakening. It's kind of similar to, I think it was Pile 1, and this person was someone who was incredibly not the most mature with their emotions and how to vocalize and how to communicate. And this is what caused you a lot of the pain, I'm hearing. Let's see, can we get a clarification for Page of Swords in reverse? Yeah, you guys are coming now into this period. We have 10 of Coins. The next 30 days is going to be complete detoxing from the energy that this person has left you with. So I'm hearing cord cutting is extremely important for you guys. You can look up cord cutting rituals on YouTube. Those are super important and super healing and cleansing for you. It might be hard to get this person's memory out of your system, and that's part of what the detoxing is. So I'm hearing actual physical detox with foods, healthy foods, juicing, a lot of deep leafy dark greens. Those are really, really nourishing for your body. Exercising, and also cord cutting, meditating, anything to, the body absorbs memory from everything around us. And whenever we're in a relationship with anything, a person or a thing, our body absorbs that memory on a soul, physical, and mental level. So you guys, it's going to be super, 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 super important that in this process of connecting back with this inner strength of yours, that you cleanse out the memory of the energy of the person who has hurt you, because I'm hearing that person's energy that is lingering in your body can be reducing back your vibration and slowing down your ascension process. Let's see what else we have here. 10 of Cups. Okay, so this is all about emotional fulfillment. So you guys are going, if it's another relationship that you're looking for, or just happiness, or any feeling of love, just all around unconditional love, I'm hearing that it has to be done internally first, and you guys are aware of that. So right now, this step, usually this is about like, you know, the family and all that stuff, and that stuff will come in its own time. But right now, this journey is really a journey about falling in love with yourself and dating yourself, like being your own wife, your own partner, your own significant other, like stepping up to the plate as both these divine masculine and feminine roles for yourself that will help to settle the score, the karmic score I'm hearing within yourself, that has blocked you from reaching true emotional fulfillment before. And you got it like wrong, quote unquote wrong, but it was a lesson in the past where you thought that this emotional fulfillment was going to be in other people. But now you're awakening to the fact that it is indeed an internal process before it is an external one. So yeah, you guys, I'm hearing that, like, if you guys, some of you might be looking back at this person being like, should I go back to them? Should I wait for them? Like, and I'm hearing just starting on a new path, start anew, whether some of you might want to spontaneously travel somewhere, or take a new job, or start meeting new people, trying to find a new soul tribe, whatever it is. And spirit, that is your message of like, you're ready to go. Like, go ahead, start on a new journey, take that fresh step, start that new beginning. That might be a little scary. Maybe you were a little curious and wondering if you should really do it before this reading or not. And this is Spirit's message of saying, go do that. But remember that this is a journey alone. This is about you finding your energy independence. 9 of Cups also. And you guys, this is going to be such a fulfilling moment for you. These next 30 days is the beginning of such a beautiful self-exploration and such a beautiful time of falling back in love with yourself, of your soul just being in love, of your soul emanating, harnessing, and sitting in love at all times. And this is, ooh, I'm so excited. Like, it's so, I just got like this image of like light pouring down your back. Like, it's just gonna be like cleansing all this subconscious guck that you've held on to for so long. And I'm so excited. Like, you guys are upgrading. You're on the beginning of this. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Part of what's going to be releasing this person's energy is holding empathy towards their situation, forgiving them, for they have their own karma. Their soul has their own traumas. They have made their own decisions out of, whether it was out of enlightenment or not. And we all have done that, right? And so part of what this cord cutting ceremony and releasing this cellular memory is all about is putting yourself in their shoes and understanding that they have their own blockages and pain that they have maybe not woken up to. And hurt people. You know, you have to be in a hurt energy in order to cause any harm, whether it was intentional or not, to anyone else. So keep that in mind while you're doing these forgiveness ceremonies. Fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. The other deck before you also got fear. Yeah, you guys are being tested to really learn how to love yourself, to really and just love other people. Like, I'm hearing compassion is so important for you guys, and that's what this journey is going to be all about, this next upcoming cycle in the next 30 days. Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Yeah, you guys need to accept what has happened, that the cycle has finished, that a new beginning is ready for you guys, and that this relationship has served its purpose. And you're learning your lessons from it, and that all you can do is thank that person for playing their role, playing their part in this. Clearly, if it is a familial relationship or one that you can't necessarily escape, you can still set boundaries. And whenever we learn a lesson, I'm hearing learn the lesson, make sure you learn the lesson, because that is the only way that a cycle can really close out and that energy can be gone. So yeah, that is what I'm hearing for you guys. This was pile number 3's reading. So feel free to leave a comment down below. Give me any feedback that you have. And also, I'm offering free 3-card readings. So if you guys wanted a personal one, you can click on the link down below and book it through my website. And other than that, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. I love you guys. All right, last pile. If you guys chose pile number 4, then this pile is for you. This reading is all for you. Let's see what we have here. We're gonna toss aside these oracle messages real quick. And we are gonna go ahead with this mini tarot deck. And we have 10 of Wands. You guys are on your last lap of something that has been exhausting you. You've been putting all your energy into trying to make it work for yourselves and been meeting so much resistance and struggle with it. And you're finally coming to the end of this struggle. Let's see what we have here. 8 of Wands. This is something that you guys are going... Ooh, interesting. Let's see. Okay. 8 of Wands is all about messages coming in. You guys are going to get some sort of message coming in the next 30 days, but about what? Let's see. Why is this 10 of Wands in reverse? Why is 10 of Wands in reverse? 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, you guys. Or sorry, 6 of Cups. Sorry. My bad. Oh, I'm getting all jittery. Oh, okay. You guys are going to get a message from someone who has been on your mind for a while. It could be someone who has... It could be someone who has been giving you attention romantically for quite some time. And maybe you guys... This is an interesting card. I actually need more clarification on this because I feel like you guys are... Why is this 8 or 10 of Wands in reverse? What is this energy? There's a lover. There's a love energy here, and this could be a past life connection or a childhood, someone you've known for a while. Maybe you've grown up with them or you've just grown with them, someone who's familiar. There's some sort of complex relationship here. Queen of Cups. Yeah, someone, I'm hearing like maybe that you didn't know if you liked them, or maybe you didn't know if they liked you. There was like some sort of, and I'm feeling in my energy too, like very uncertain, very like unsure of what this energy is. And you guys could have just been doubting like where this was going for such a long time. And just really uncertain of like what was this? Like what was the person's intention? What were you feeling? Like was it real? Like just very exhausting energetically, and it could have affected the connection that you were feeling and maybe caused more strain, at least on your side, and how you were interpreting everything. But what I'm seeing is that within the next 30 days, you're going to get a message from this person. This is the first like full-on love deck that we've had this whole entire reading. But which one is this one? 7 of Wands. A lot of wand energy. 7 of Wands in reverse. And this 7 of Wands upright, it's all about like getting conflict and reaching some sort of a breakthrough, but like still not like fully like where we want to be yet. So what I'm seeing is that there's a lot of frustration, at least on your guys' end, of where the relationship is, because there is this love interest, this romantic interest in one another. There are these feelings. We have Queen of Cups here. And at the same time, there is still this frustration. Maybe you guys butt heads a lot or disagree, or maybe you find each other to be stubborn, or whatever it is that seems to be blocking a lot of the forward movement in making steps for this relationship and for a deeper commitment, for more security and stability. But let's see why this 7 of Wands is in reverse, because there are many different ways that this energy can go. Why is the 7 of Wands in reverse? Why is the 7 of Wands in reverse? Why is 7 of Wands in reverse? Why is 7 of Wands in reverse? Okay. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like most of this frustration is on your guys' end. I feel like you guys hold more of the feminine energy, which doesn't necessarily mean like who you are, like male, female, whatever, but it's more about energy, more holding more of a feminine energy, and you guys are quite frustrated. And it's, and we also have Two of Wands at the, Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is telling me that they haven't made a decision. You've been waiting on them. I think maybe even you have stated, or at least made it very obvious how you feel. And you're waiting to see that reciprocation back from someone. And these 30 days, there is going to be a message of communication, but what this message is, I feel like it will help you make a decision, first of all, but it also will make things a little bit more clear. We have Six of Swords. So many reversals. We have Six of Swords in reverse. And Six of Swords is all about moving forward. So maybe, I think you guys could be stuck on what has been falling out in this relationship, what hasn't been working. And that might be making it a little bit more difficult to move forward. And it might even interfere with how you want this relationship to carry on. Let's see what else we have here. The World card. There's going to be a shift in this relationship in the next 30 days. And what I'm hearing is that it's really going to clear up all this uncertainty that you've been feeling. As I'm reading this deck, like I was questioning my whole reading on this, which is telling me that I'm absorbing this energy of uncertainty, of self-doubt. You guys don't know what decision to make, and because you don't know and you don't trust that it'd be the right one, because I feel like you don't see the situation very clearly, hence Two of Swords in reverse. You guys aren't trusting that you know everything yet, that you're seeing the whole relationship for what it is. And so what I'm hearing is that in the next 30 days, this relationship will become very clear to you. Everything will come to light within 30 days of when you're seeing this. And it might not be this overt, blunt message of like this letter falling from the sky saying like leave this person or whatever. It's going to be an internal observation, right? Because all this energy is coming from within you, within accessing this queen energy in you and trusting what your intuition and what your higher wisdom says. So let's see further. Why is the Six of Swords in reverse? Why is the Six of Swords in reverse? Do you guys like the tiny deck? I got it as a gift for traveling. And some days I'm like, yeah, this is so cute. And days like now, I'm like, shuffling is so hard. High Priestess! I knew it was going to come out! I knew it was going to come out. I knew it was going to come out. I knew it was going to come out. I'm so ecstatic that this came out. Because why? Because this reinforces what we just said right now. That this is an inner... Ooh. This is like you're like testing your resolve to figure out truth for yourself and to observe things from a higher standpoint and trusting your intuition. This is, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You guys are going to be the one to decide where this relationship goes based on what your higher guidance is telling you, and that you are going to be able to trust it and make decisions based off of it in the next 30 days. Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. 16. You guys, oh my god, and I just saw 516 on the timer. This is crazy. So you guys are really being asked to ride out the wave of the uncertainty, of the weird signals, weird messages that you might be getting. Just riding it out for the sake of learning when to wait and listen, to observe what's going around, and then waiting for that moment to come of, okay, right now is when I make my decision. Now is when I access my higher self. And this is what is being asked of you guys, of your guidance, of how to look at this relationship. This relationship's decision and direction is all going to be dependent on your inner compass, and you have to be the one to decide when is time to act and when is time to sit and observe. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. 19. So we have very loyal energy and very kind, loyal energy, and then very fierce, how can I say it? Like strong, like don't mess with me energy. The wolf and the dog. And I'm hearing that you guys might be playing into both roles in this relationship. That some days you feel this very sweet puppy love and diving into this feminine, nurturing, compassionate side. And then some days when this person is really testing you, you dive into this coyote spirit of defending yourself, feeling on edge, feeling that you can't really be 100% putting your trust and vulnerability into this person, and that these energies are great to hold, but just understand that you don't need anything more. And then last but not least, we have fox spirit. Think on your feet, number 27. Again, this is all about fox spirit is one who knows when to wait, observe, and then knowing the right moment to make action, to take action, and to stand for itself, to make a decision, to be certain with the decision that it's making. And to be certain with the decision that you're making, you need to weigh out and come from a solid place of integrating these two, coming from a self-secured place, a self-love place. So if this reading resonated, please feel free to send your feedback down below in the comments. And please don't forget to sign up for a free 3-card reading if you guys feel called to. If you want a personal reading, let me know. You can click on the link down below and it'll take you to my website. And I love you guys. I'll see you guys. Bye.